Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to another video recap webinar, live recap on February 11th, 2020. Don't forget, Valentine's Day is coming this Friday. So make sure you take care of your loved ones and special ones. I know I'm working on something for my Suzar, so it's going to be a blast. Thanks to the great JT in the chat room. And I'm just excited. It was a really fun day to trade today, and I was really happy and good quality trades, great setups. Um, Market was gapping up. It was just a wonderful day. I mean, it was very difficult to be read today and a wonderful day of trade. This room was just buzzing this morning. It was really, I got up really early, on energy, and I just went after it. So a couple things I was looking for was AMKR is our first one. This was our top. I couldn't find anything small cap other than this $10, $12 stock, but I knew it was a pop and fade. I just needed it to set up, and then I was going to go for that. We traded AutoNation, AN, RPD, Crowd, Hasbro, Roku, Ring. I loved Ring. NVIDIA has been getting a bunch of upgrades into the earnings. Tesla was on point, a 20-point trade. Light was just disgusting. It was difficult to trade though, because you had to be patient with it. Because once you bought it, you were down 2 points because the spreads were around 3.5 on it. And LOGC. So LOGC missed. I believe they got a clinical hold on academia. That one worked out pretty good. I looked for a 9 at the open for a sell off to 6. Let me take a look. I haven't seen it all day, other than in the morning. But let me look what it did. Yeah, there it is. Pop at the open to 9, scale in short, all day sell off to 6. It hit 7, and basically found a home right there. But it was a good play this morning, and so I found that one and AMKR. AMKR was another one. Clinical holds could be negative for a company, and so what I determined on my notes was look for a pop at open to 9. I was actually tell traders to start taking the $8 position in pre-market right here. If you could get some, there was one person, two people here at that 760 in pre-market, and then the 8 showed up. And then if you had bought it at 8, you were able to get, this person bought 2,000 shares, and they probably sold it here, right here. You could tell at 34,000 shares, but they made it good, maybe $1,800 on the trade. Anyway, I called for a pop it open to 9, and then a sell off to $7, $6, and it hits $7. So that was that one. And AMKR, after reading the report, I determined the stock would squeeze a little bit more at the open, probably to 14 plus, scale in short, and then an all-day bleeder. And I'm looking for 1250 on the stock per my notes. On the here's the other one, $8 pop at the open towards 9, then be done with it on the long side. Otherwise, just short it down to 6. And then on the AMKR, I simply just wanted to pop it opening 14, watch for topping up there, and then all day sell off to 1250. Right now it's $13.08. The next one we did was AN. AutoNation had, again, all these are discussed in Secret Sauce. Secret Sauce is where I take 45 minutes of my life, and I explain how I found each trade, how I determined where it would go, where I felt it would go, how I read the report, how I interpreted it. Basically, I pour out 16 years of day trading and tell a trader, this is how I found the setup and this is why it worked. And the report told me, because I trade very fundamentally as the reasons why the move. And then if you apply your great technical analysis from the great dark side and all these technical traders, you apply the two together, you're going to be a phenomenal trader. But fundamentally, I can see pretty much what a technical trader can see. I just kind of see it more simplified, so I don't have a lot of the lines that a lot of technical traders use when they're determining their positions in stocks. For me, it's more fundamental. I look at it, range it, and I play it. Case in point, AutoNation. This was gapping up $4. I felt the stock was a short at 48. Figured it would come down to 45, bottom curl and go long, back up. 45 was the bottom after reading the report. If you don't believe me, watch how it played out. AutoNation was perfect. Ding, 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 ding. There's the 45 pull at the open. If you shorted at 48, 200 shares, you made $600. 45 bottomed out, double bottom right there, back up to 48 a share. There you go. So you got 3 down, 3 up, 6 points on one trade. The next one was Hasbro. Hasbro did not impress me on the numbers at the opening bell. I wanted the stock to sell off to 103 or under. Stock ended up giving us all the way to $100 on the pullback. That was a 9-point play. The next one was Roku. Roku we played this morning. I actually shorted Roku in the morning for a quick pull, and I played also NVIDIA as well in the chat room. I shorted them. I alerted the room, showed my positions. I took 268 short on NVIDIA, wanted a quick pull for at least, I called for a 264, 265 bottom. Stock hit 264.86. On Roku, I wanted a 134 bottom curl, and then long it back up to highs. And I took it short at 136 for a 2-point pull at the open. Stock ended up doing exactly that. Stock stopped on a dime at 134.11 and then ran all the way back up. These were great on the long side as well as the short side for me. And as you can tell, then the great Janny stood up, came in the room, took over the mic, and just ran these to the downside off the topping. He called topping up here, and it just flooded down. And he called topping at NVIDIA too, and Win, and about a dozen others. Man's on fire right now. The next stock we did was Mealy. This is a very expensive stock. Spreads are usually typically 3 to 4 points. Here's the level 2. You can see 652. Now they've tightened up, so they're only $1.50 off. But in the morning, they are actually 3 to 4 points. It's a very difficult stock to trade, but it's really to understand. I really understand this stock. I read the report and determined that Mealy should have been a push up, a gap fill. But I did call for Mealy to pull to 610 at the open. So if you want to take a look, I haven't traded Mealy in years, and I looked at it. This was gapping down 30. I told everyone, look for a quick pull at the open to 610 and start buying. The stock will go back up to 645 or more. I want you to see the call. I want you to see how I analyzed it, and I want you to see how it played out. So if you came in our room and bought it right here at 610 per my notes, it ran all the way to $655. So while you're playing Tesla, this paid out 45 points just right here. It's an incredible call. The stock actually went up all the way to $662 a share. It was better than a Tesla play today. And cheaper too. The next one that I did today was a stock called Ring. Ring, I determined that the stock would pop at the open before it would sell off. And I called for a long at the 222, 223 range. Figured the stock would go to 235, 230 to 235, which is about a 233.50 range. It hit 233.81, came up, it came all the way back down, double bottomed at 222. It was about 11, 12 points to the upside, 10 or 11 to the downside. Again, I explained this in detail on Secret Sauce. That's enough. So those were a few of the plays that we did today. The room was rocking this morning. Pre-market, Janny was just all over this stuff. He was really helping traders make money before the bell even rang. And then I came in, did my notes as I always do every day for the last 7.5 years, and I just put everything together, and then I make it. Then we trade it. I make my money. They make their money, and then in the afternoon I explain how we made the money. So overall, I just want everyone to understand how a trade works and what to look for, how to analyze it. In today's market, there's very few chat rooms that do what we do, that can explain in detail, step by step, how a trade works and is developed. It's just lack of knowledge out there. But in here, it's all put together. And we use scans, we use charts, we lay everything out, we work together, and we just make it work. And I'm always open and helpful. I want to help everyone to succeed, and I don't hold anything back. And if you're doing wrong, you need that kick in the ass, I'm always there to help you. Believe me, I'm not soft when it comes to seeing you keep losing money. I'm not into that. It doesn't help any of us if we're watching you lose money. We're here to help you make money. As far as I'm concerned, you're the only person in the chat room, and that's all that matters to me, is to make you happy. All right. Look forward to trading with you tomorrow. Thank you so much, and have a